Hello, hello. Welcome back to SaberTech. And here behind me, we have a infinitely expandable piston extender. Oh, almost infinitely expandable. This here has 33 pistons in it, and you can see it's slowly retracting. And it is, to me, it is just very satisfying watching it slowly retract itself. And it is ever so slow. This here is not on. I know it's not the most. It can't be the fastest version. It can be made incredibly faster and incredibly smaller. But this here, I built this about 3 years ago. Uh, the way I started on Redstone is I started with piston extenders. That was my first step into complex Redstone. A lot of people started with piston doors. I did piston extenders. And this here was the fulfillment, the end of my journey. And I felt like I had finally arrived, so to speak. But anyways, I'm going to get on down to how this thing works. And boy, am I proud of it. Like I said, it's been about 3 years now. And having started a YouTube channel, this is probably one of the happiest things I'm able to do is just be able to just go over some of the stuff I have made before. Because I've been playing Minecraft a while. I've been messing with Redstone a while, and the fact that I can finally show this off on a larger scale it just makes me so happy. So anyways, let me get into the showcase of this monster. First thing is first, you may be wondering how exactly you make a piston extender more than 12 blocks long. So for example, this piston here has 13 blocks in front of it. So if I power it, it can't push anything. And over there has 33 pistons on it. So the way I get around this is an extended piston. So this piston here, it is an immovable block. That means this sticky piston here is not going to be able to move it. Now, it can move it when it is retracted, but it cannot move it when it is extended. An extended piston is an immovable block. So I'm able to use that, and let me just turn this on to actually show you it on a larger scale. Right about over in here. Yep. You can see it extended out, and then it's able to jump back here, and then all the way to the front. So then right up here, you can see it pushing out. It's like a freight train. It's like a caterpillar or something inching its way forward. I just love it. I love it. This here is just super satisfying. Of course, I didn't add an automatic cutoff switch for that because that wasn't important. The pistons are important. And the redstone for this, I'm not going to go into the redstone all too much. This is a showcase after all. We just have a long, straight observer line. Every other block beginning with the first one, you have an observer looking to the side with a redstone repeater on 4 ticks, 2 torches, and then all the pistons. And that is repeatable infinitely until you reach some distance. If you have multiple people on, it can go even further. The only real limitation that you will have is the vertical distance. Now this here is my design. This here can totally be made smaller. This design here is not perfectly infinite expandable. Here, let me drop down here. This is the first time I was going to make it. I ran out of room. I was going to hit the ground first, so I started way up there, and I didn't have enough room. Fortunately, I was able to use a command block, and I was able to clone it way up there. Let me teleport myself up there again, because it takes forever to fly up. Anyways, for the extension, all the redstone is right here. We have this observer line, observers looking to the side, looking at the repeaters on 4 ticks, with 2 torches and those 2 blocks there. That is all the extension is. And I mean, that's about the most complicated part. Coming down, it is basically the same thing because we have an observer here. All this line here is just a signal going back to the beginning. So you have the extension and retraction are next to each other. But this observer detects when the dust is turned on or off, and it just have a long observer line. And off of it, every other block is another observer. No repeater this time, so that makes it simpler. And a torch tower going up to the pistons, to a block which is attached to the pistons. And we've got a little bit of delay between the observers because each layer is the same, but because of course as the pistons retract, the piston line gets shorter, so every layer you get to reduce one slice on each side, so it makes it 2 shorter each layer. And yeah, let me hit that. In fact, I'll just start right here. Just break that piece, and you can see it's going to start retracting now. So it'll make its way down as the signal slowly gets down to the bottom. And if you come down here, you can see it affecting the torch tower, making this very satisfying wave pattern down here. And I just love it. It makes me super happy. I'm probably going to say this several times in the SaberTech episodes, but this is one of my favorite builds. It's definitely up there. So why don't we watch this entire piston extender extend and retract in one sitting? If you didn't notice earlier, this here is just a loop of hoppers with a single idle minute to make this comparator turn on and off slowly enough for the pistons to do everything. Let's pull that lever. So you'll see the piston start extending over there, and the next ones. And the extension is really fast. I'm happy with the extension part. And we'll have a couple double up, and then just needs one more to push out the last little bit. As I said earlier, I did not add an automatic cutoff for that. Let those pistons out there finish their thing, and let's pull that lever. And now for the satisfying part of just watching this entire system retract itself. So I just love it. And that's going to be about it for today's episode, actually. It's shorter than I usually make my episodes, which I have nothing wrong against short episodes. It also didn't take me near as long to record this as I thought it was going to. So that's a plus. And yeah, while you're here, like and subscribe. I've got more showcases I can do. Just look at the wave pattern on the redstone. But yeah, I've got more contraptions and devices and other stuff that I can show off. I've been playing Minecraft for a while now. I've been messing with redstone for a while. So I've got an entire redstone world full of stuff I can make videos on. So I'm excited for doing some of those. So that'll be some more SaberTech stuff, which makes me very happy. But also thank you, Rafe, so much for that logo you saw in the beginning of the episode. So that is pretty cool. Rafe Miss Walker also makes videos on Bedrock and Minecraft, so you can go check them out if you want to. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.